Shopping for a new pool can be very stressful and oftentimes leave you with more questions than answers. In this video, I'll take you through the 7 questions that get asked on every new pool appointment. Hi, my name's Thomas. I'm a designer here at Shasta Pools, and I'll be serving you along your new pool journey. In this video, I want to take you through the 7 questions most new pool buyers ask. How much do your pools cost? What are your timelines? Don't you all use the same subs? What about your warranties? What are my sanitation options? What makes Shasta different? And ultimately, why Shasta? All right, let's get to the price. There's advertised price and there's site-specific price. In your research that you've done already, maybe you've come across a price, maybe it's $32,000 or $35,000, and it looks really enticing. Here's some important things to know about an advertised price versus a site-specific price. An advertised price isn't going to include things like taxes, permit, or even the machine that we need in order to get into your backyard. A normal dig would include a full-size dump truck and a full-size track hoe. Now in the valley, it's hard to find a yard where we can get both of those things into your backyard. So in most cases, we'll be bringing in a smaller machine and the price will increase incrementally with the size of that machine just because it's going to take a little bit longer to dig the same size hole. Now, if you want to get a better idea for the price of your project, you can go to our website and there's a great pricing calculator. In fact, we'll link to it here in the video. Let's look at what families have spent with Shasta on their new pool projects for this year. Almost half of our pools have come in between $40,000 and $70,000, while a third of them have come in between $70,000 and $100,000. Over 80% of the pools sold this year have been under $100,000. Getting above that $100,000 mark, between $100,000 and $150,000, 14% of our projects fall, while only 4% are above $150,000. Let's talk about timelines. I get this question all the time. Here at Shasta, we've been averaging about 4.5 months from a signed contract to when you'll be swimming. Now, it is an average because different cities take different lengths of time to approve a permit. Now, additionally, as the scope of your project increases, say we're adding a barbecue, pergola, maybe some landscape, your timeline is also going to increase with that. All right, let's talk about subcontractors. Now, a lot of the industry does use all subcontractors or mostly subcontractors for all of their construction phases. At Shasta, we've taken a hybrid approach where many phases are done in-house by crews that belong to Shasta. We'll use experts when experts are required, and we'll also use outside help in order to help meet customers' expectation for their time frame. This helps us both keep the costs down for you and maintain your schedule. Warranties. What are they? What do they cover? And what's all that lingo in there? First of all, equipment warranties. Now these are going to be provided by the equipment manufacturer. Think Pentair, Hayward, Jandy. They're going to be providing the pool builder a warranty to extend to their customers. Don't let a pool company charge you for a warranty that they're getting for free. Then there's labor warranties and material warranties. I think we all know what labor is. That's the actual physical work being done. And then there's material. So you might have a material warranty, but it doesn't include a labor warranty. So watch out for those things as you read proposals. You want to make sure that it's both labor and materials. Last is a limited lifetime. If you see limited in front of lifetime or a lifetime limited warranty, be sure you read the fine print. Find out what's limited and what's lifetime. Now at Shasta, we provide a lifetime warranty on the shell of the pool. That is against any leaking, cracking, or rust migration. I'll be happy to go into some of those details when we get together. Everything else is going to be covered under our 5-year warranty. That is both material and labor. It includes the equipment, obviously, by the equipment manufacturer. So what are my sanitation options? Let's look at 4 popular sanitation options for your pool. First is going to be liquid chlorine, then chlorine tablet. We'll look at salt systems and oxygenated pools. Let's start with liquid chlorine. Liquid chlorine is probably the most laborious of any of your options. You'll be adding it to your water every day in small doses, and the sun will deplete that each day over time. You will still need to add what's called cyanuric acid. It's also known as stabilizer to your water. This will help the chlorine stay in the water a little bit longer. Think of it like sunscreen for your chlorine. Your next option is going to be a chlorine tablet pool. The chlorine tablet pool is probably one of the most popular here in the desert. And just because it's popular doesn't mean it's right for you. But here's why it's so popular. Every pool guy knows how to use it. It's very simple to maintain the chlorine. Each chlorine tablet does include stabilizer or cyanuric acid. And this does have a tendency to build up in your water and will deplete the efficacy of the chlorine over time. Now, another option that you might have heard about is going to be a saltwater pool. The saltwater must be chlorine-free, right? Wrong. Actually, the misnomer is very popular. The truth is, the saltwater pool is actually using a device called a saltwater chlorine generator. So it's really just taking the sodium in the water, sodium chloride, and breaking it out into pure sodium and hypochloric acid. And that's what's sanitizing your water. So it's still chlorine. Now, you can diminish the amount of chlorine needed in any of these options by adding ozone, UV, or both to your water. These will help reduce the amount of residual chlorine you need to maintain in your water in order to maintain clear water. And what about oxygenated pools, or Shasta Pure? This unit uses microscopic bubbles of both ozone and oxygen to sanitize the water, eliminating the need for chlorine, making it the cleanest, safest water you could swim in. Now, an important question. What makes Shasta different? Well, in a lot of ways, it's the things that we do that you can't see. Like the size of the steel we used in the bond beam. The bond beam being just the rim of the bowl around the top of the pool there. We also incorporate engineering specific to the soils here in the desert, like creating an entirely new key locking deck system so that we can warranty against expansive soil damage, which is where the soil just swells up when it gets wet and cracks concrete. It's also the time we take with you in person during the initial appointment. Sure, you can kind of get an idea of a backyard from a Google satellite view and draw something up that way, and in a lot of ways that might be easier. But until we've actually been on your property, there are too many variables that you can't see in a 2D image, and we want to make sure that when we give you a price, it's a final price that doesn't need to be adjusted later. I could ask why Shasta a lot. And ultimately, I think it comes down to the fact that we're never satisfied. We're never satisfied with who we were yesterday or who we are today. We always want to be better tomorrow. We want to be enhancing your life all the way from design to the beginning of construction and through the very last cannonball. For more information, visit our website where we have plenty of blogs and detailed articles.